Stadium in Athens, Ohio. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Ohio Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Ohio's head coach told me before the game he understands the battle today will be at the line of scrimmage. They come into the game with the best rushing offense in the country, but they are facing a top 10 rushing defense. We will see who makes it or breaks it at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he's going to bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
Pulls it again on the option. Could be an alley. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
That's a really nice play on 2nd down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
Quarterback will keep it. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to the run, it's Boston. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Makes the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Marshall! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
We'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard. And the Bobcats are in the hurry up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well stick with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The run inside. It's Boston. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Wants to throw on third. Time to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Right back to it. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Snap from the gun on third down. Punts it out of the air. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Taylor. There's a crease. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Running inside. It's Hart. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Bobcats with the first and 10. The run from the shotgun. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play, you're trying to get it through the air, nothing open downfield.
Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On first down, it's Brown again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll give it to Brown. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ohio! He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's strong. And the returner will be knocked down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The run inside. It's Boston. There he goes. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Caught, and he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Marshall quick to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start.
Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Hurd! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give from the gun. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? The quarterback sneak. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
22. They'll run play action. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the right. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. They use the end around. First play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 10 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brains, so I know.
Finding some room. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Picked up 2 yards on that last one, they need 8 on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Taylor. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense staying on the field. They're in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bobcats have this offense rolling. Now on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Bobcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Got a little grip, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. He'll bring it out. It's strong. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it down the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of... Maybe a creep, and into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Bobcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bobcats. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Fielded in the end zone. It's strong. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Good, solid tackle. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive yards.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Boston. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Marshall will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ohio. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Strong. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The run inside. It's Boston. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air on second down. Got his man down the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down there.
Makes the catch and he's free. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock. Give them...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. Oh, they're after him. Got it. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's That's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Taylor. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead, and he charges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio!
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Goes high to pull it in. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like
he's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.